Okay, so we'll have our music class today, and we are going to base it in our most essential learning competency, or we call it for the teachers. This is actually our Bible. So we call it milk, and this is based on our code MU7LU-IA-1. So in general, we have our main objective, and that is to describe the musical characteristics of representative music selections from the lowlands of Luzon after listening. So basically, we as a whole, we are going to describe is the characteristic of the lowlands of the music of Luzon, and we will be focusing on three specific objectives for this lesson. That is number one. So you can see, can you help me read the first objective, Jamaica? Can you help me read our first objective?
Identify the musical characteristics of representative music selection from the lowlands of Luzon after listening.
Okay, thank you. So that is to identify. Second, Chrisbel, can you read that for me?
Analyze the musical elements of selected lowlands vocal and instrumental music selections.
And the third will be Aksana.
Sing traditional folk songs from the lowlands of Luzon.
Okay, so please do remember that that's what we're going to meet on the last part, on the last part of our lesson. Number one, to identify characteristics. Second, to analyze the musical elements. And third is to sing. So I know you're very excited to do all of these three for our today's lesson. So we're gonna go ahead and before we begin, of course, we will have our blessing first and we'll have our prayer. That will be led by Bea. Okay, so let's begin this lesson with a short prayer, and that will be led by Bea.
Let us all bow and put ourselves into the presence of the Lord. And believe the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Dear Lord and Father of us, thank you for today. Thank you for ways in which you provide for us all, for your protection and love. We thank you. Help us to focus our hearts and minds now on what we are about to learn. Inspire us by your Holy Spirit as we listen and learn. Guide us by your eternal light as we discover more about the world around us. We ask this in the name of Jesus. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, so did everybody say
Okay na
amen?
pa.
All right, so this is a good start for every one of us, and we're going to begin now. I'm so excited. So if everyone can open their cam, I would appreciate it. All right, anyway, so now we have our attendants who are present today with our class. Let me see. So we have U1. Please say something. Say hi. Present. Okay. Althea.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Okay, in that way, I would also know if your mic is working. Althea.
Present po.
Okay, Angel Bea is there. Aksana. Okay. Aksana, is your mic working? All right. Faith. Faith, are you there, Faith?
Present, ma'am.
Okay. Hannah.
Yes, ma'am, present.
Okay. Ivan. Hello, Ivan.
Second, ma'am.
Okay, I'm glad you made it today. Jamaica.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, Chrisbel.
Present.
Good. And Miko.
Present po, ma'am.
Okay. Your voice sounds like you're very excited, Miko. I can feel it. Okay, so glad that everyone's able to attend our online class today. Okay, there you go, Faith. Hello, I can see you from here, and you look very great. Everyone's looking great, actually. And I okay. Let me just open my the whole cam, and yeah, I only have few whose cam is open. Okay. Anyway, so our rule for today's class is number one: turn on your mic. Turn it on when necessary if you have to answer and if you have something to say or share, and then turn it off again. Okay, so that everyone just to avoid any unnecessary noise. Okay, and secondly, always open your virtual board and type in as fast as you can if we have something for to answer. Okay, and thirdly, let's give chance to others for those who'd like to answer, okay, for our activity. Oh, I can see you on. You are so excited now to begin the lesson. Okay. All right. Do you have any question?
Wala na po, ma'am.
Okay. I guess I have to add one more thing.
Yes.
We are going to speak Taglish or English, okay? But English is the best, all right? Okay. All right, so now let's proceed. We are going to have our review first for this lesson, and that is about musical terms and symbols. Okay, so you can now start thinking what I am talking about. All right. Okay, it's the first challenge for you. Activity number one. Let's have a something to for recall. The direction is to identify the musical symbols. Write the terms below. So that means you have to open up your virtual board and you have to answer and give names to the symbols that is appearing on that board. Okay, so you may begin answering as I tell you the direction again, that is to identify the musical symbols, and I would know who is giving his or her best to answer as quickly as possible. Okay, you see? All right, so also there will be a time that I would have to lock in the answers. All right, do not forget your name and be acknowledged. So your answers will be acknowledged as well. All right, so are we done? Let's see. Well, how many symbols do we have? We have 12. And I'm wondering who could finish answering them all correctly. Take note, it has to be correct. Okay. Who will get the perfect answer? Okay, 10 more seconds. There you go. Everybody showing off their answer. I can see that from the screen. Okay. Let's check on that. All right. Good. Okay. Another student is adding answer on his virtual board. Okay, go ahead and read your answers. Okay, Jamaica. Okay, Jamaica, I will open your board and can you read the answers you have? And then for the others, you may check if you are correct, okay? Jamaica, what is the first symbol appearing?
Ma'am, the first symbol is G flat, and the second is eighth note, and the third symbol is full rest, and the fourth one is sharp, and then ma'am, wala kasi po the
Okay, so
last,
this
sunod po
one.
ay quarter note. Tas, Yung first one po sa baba, it is clef, then wala po sagot, then next one po whole note, and then fortissimo, and then next po is stop.
Okay, so two missed answers. Okay, did everyone get the correct answer? Let me check. So, G clef, 8 note, whole rest, sharp. All answers you said were correct. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and check the other answers from your classmates. Okay, and then we will name the other two, which was not answered by Jamaica. Okay, so far Ivan, Yuan is correct. Perfect score. Cheating? Okay, I should have my sound there. But you can make up your own. Aksana. Okay. Correct. Fade is correct. Perfect. Okay, Bea. Perfect. Chris Bell. And, okay, who's this one? No name at all. Okay, do not forget your name. All right, so the other two which was not answered were, what is that, Faith? Faith, what were the two symbols which were not answered? Can Faith hear me? Hmm. Okay, Chris Bell, why don't you answer? The last two.
Ma'am, ma'am, alin po yun?
The last two which were not answered by Jamaica, we will name it the
Half note po. Tsaka po, quarter rest.
okay, half note and quarter rest. So I'm showing off the answer of U1. Okay, thank you very much for the answers. And for those who got perfect answers on their virtual board. Okay. All right, so very good. So that shows off that you have good understanding and memory. Have you been eating nuts? Okay, nuts and UTS. Yeah, you know what? When you eat nuts, it sharpens your memory. Okay, so now let's go on to the next slide. Well, why do you think we need all of these musical symbols? Hmm? Why do you think is that
Ma'am Bea po.
important? Okay, Bea.
Ma'am Bea po.
Go ahead, Bea.
Those symbols are important because we can use those as our basement if we're gonna compose a song.
Okay, so if we are composing a song, of course, we will show them, we will show symbols inside that composition. So all those symbols are present in that composition. And if we're going to give a term to that, how are you going to call it? Anyone? If all those symbols are
Bea po.
present in a musical
Ma'am Chris Bell
composition.
po.
Bea po.
Okay, so let's give chance to Chris Bell this time, Bea. Thank you. Go ahead.
Ma'am, elements of music, or musical elements.
Okay, so either of the two is correct. So that is called the elements of music or music elements. So you see, the importance of that is whether you see the notes present in the composition, it is the virtual or the technicality of the in writing. Okay, so both of them in one term is called musical elements. All right, so I guess we have to begin now with our lesson, and those music elements will be used later in the other activities. So that's why we need to have some sort of review. Okay, now let's move on to our second activity. What do you see? Okay, we have a picture here, and we have to describe the picture in 2 or 3 phrases. Write your answer in your virtual board. Okay, you have to describe first exactly what you see. Okay. All right, so you can go on and start answering. Make a 2 or 3 phrases based on what you see on the picture. Okay. Go ahead and start typing your answer. Okay, there are so many words that you can come up or think about from based on that picture. Okay, oh, that was quite fast. Let's see whose answer is this. Okay, read your answer. So we'll begin with you one.
There is a man and a woman harvesting, and they are climbing up papaya trees.
Okay, are you sure they're climbing up or climbing down? Okay. Okay, climbing. So whether they go up or they go down, it doesn't matter as long as they're in the papaya tree. Okay, that's fine. Thank you, Yuan. Jamaica, read your answer. Jamaica. Okay, are you there?
Ma,
Yes, go.
picture shows a man and a woman climbing a papaya tree.
Okay, thank you. Next is Fate.
A lady and a man harvesting papayas from a papaya.
Okay, so you all have the same answer. Let me check if there's a different answer coming in from Althea. Althea, are you there? Could you read your answer,
Yes,
please?
ma'am.
Go ahead, read your answer.
A girl and a boy picking out papaya in a papaya tree. Representing the song Laran Sita.
Okay, so she has added that second one, representing the song Leron Leron Sinta. Okay, so thank you for those who have answered. So next time you have to type it in so I can call your name, the first name, okay? To be called. So it reminds us of this picture, like what Althea said. What is that? It represents
Leron
the
Sinta po.
okay, Leron Sinta. So what do you think of that Leron Sinta? What is that Leron Sinta she's thinking about, or you are thinking about, everyone?
Laran Sita is a song.
Okay, so you give me your name and then I'll call you, okay? So you think of what is it? Leron Sinta is a
Ma'am, Aksana po.
okay, there you go. Aksana.
Ma'am, Leron Sinta is a folk song.
Okay, so you are thinking that is an example of a folk song. Okay, so that is correct. Yes. Any additional answer?
Ma'am, Chrisbel.
Okay, Chris Bell. What do you have?
Nursery rhyme.
Okay, it's a nursery rhyme. It could be a nursery rhyme too. Okay, for the others because most of the children were the ones who were singing this traditional folk song. Okay, now let's go to the second. Okay, you may start typing in your answer. Describe again the picture that you see. What is it telling us about? What is it trying to convey? Okay, so there are so many things to say about this. All right, on our third picture, I'm gonna be locking in the answer, okay? So that means you only have a minute or two to type in. All right, so let's see. Okay, read your answer. So while we are waiting for the others, let's call in Yuan.
Ma'am, from the picture, I've gathered that they are planting rice and singing, and it could possibly be a workshop.
Okay, that's a very good observation there, going on. All right, thank you, Yuan. Next would be, okay, no name. Aksana. Okay, Oksana, read your answer.
The second picture tells us about shows us they are harvesting and they bend over.
Okay, they were bending over because of the work that they do. Okay, because what is that work? Okay, because they are planting.
Planting.
Okay. All right, Chris Bell, let me read your answer. Farmers planting crops, a man playing instrument. Okay, Hannah, read your answer. Hannah.
Plucking their tractor.
Okay, while playing instruments, Hannah, you can work on your microphone. Okay, you can check on that. Faye chose farmers planting. Okay, all have the same answer. And so basically, all right, so what does it reminds us of if we're going to relate that in the first picture that we described? What
Ma'am,
does,
safe Bea po.
Festival po.
Bea
okay,
po.
so I'm gonna pick on
Nandun po.
Chris Bell. Go ahead.
Ma'am, I think the picture is all about the song Magtanim ay Bibiro.
Okay, so it makes sense because the other one is Leron Leron Sinta, and then this time is Magtanim ay Dibiro. Okay, do you all have that same answer in your mind?
Yes po.
Okay, what? All
Yes,
right,
po,
there you
ma'am.
go. Thank you for that response. Next is the third picture. Okay, this time I'm gonna be locking in the answer. Okay. What does this third picture tells us about? Okay, you only have 1 minute to answer. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Okay, so many words to type in. There are actually 4 different pictures. In this picture is telling us something about Jaran. What is that?
Ma'am, excuse.
Yes, go ahead.
Ma'am Bea po.
Bea.
Ma'am, ano, ma'am, can I just say my answer orally because my Wi-Fi isn't good in
Oh, okay,
listening
okay.
to
Go.
the.
Yeah, yeah, no problem. Okay. So let's
Thank you
wait
po.
for the others to answer. All right, locking in the answers now. Hmm? All right, let's see. Oh, Yuan really is a good typist. Yuan, Yuan, why don't you read your answer?
The picture reminds me of a woman bestowing her ring to her daughter.
Okay, I'm gonna find the meaning of bestowing in the dictionary. No, just kidding. Okay, so a woman bestowing her ring to her daughter. Okay, so is it a present, right? Could be a present from a mother, from the mother. Okay, why can't I pull it down? There you go. Thank you, Yuan. Aksana.
Ma'am, the picture shows us that the mother gave a ring to her daughter and she is putting the ring into the box.
Okay, so the same with you one. And everybody else? Okay. Chris Bell, a mother giving her daughter a ring. And the same with Faith. So everyone has the same answer. All right, so now let's figure out what does this picture is telling us about or it reminds us of in relation to the first 2 pictures.
Ma'am
Jamaica.
Oksana.
Ma'am Bea po.
Okay, I
Bea
want
po.
to call in that one, that girl who is very quiet on the wall. Jamaica.
Ma'am, it reminds me of the song Ate Ko Pang Sing Sing.
Okay, atin ko pong sing-sing. Everybody has the same thing in mind?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so that is actually a story of a song. Story, telling us a song. Atin ko pong sing-sing. Okay, next. Okay, let's do it quick. Fourth picture. All right, fourth picture. What is this telling us? What are the phrases that can be used to describe? Okay, so yeah, we already have answers coming in from. All right. Okay, I'll be reading your answer this time, Yuan. A woman and a butterfly in a meadow. The woman is wearing a saya. Have you tried wearing a saya, Yuan?
Yeah, ma'am, I have.
Okay. When was that? And was that what's the occasion?
It was a concert.
A concert.
If I would put it. Yeah, we sang there before.
And how old were you when you wore that?
I'd say about 7 or 8.
Okay, so you were too young then. Will you be wearing that saya again? Like now? You're
If I had the chance,
now.
I would.
Okay, and if you will have your crown while wearing your saya, it would be better, right? Okay, who wouldn't like to have a crown on their head? Okay, next Aksana, the woman is wearing a paineta. Okay, so Aksana has noticed the paineta on the girl's hair. There was a butterfly on the road as she walked. Okay, good observation. First Bell has her answer the same. Okay. And Faith wants to add there. The woman is holding a fan. All right, Jamaica. Oh, see, she's been using very good words here. Decorative comb. Decorative comb. So you can use that in your English, right? You've learned that from your English class. Adjective. A butterfly flying around. Okay, is there a butterfly jumping around? Jamaica? Could a butterfly jump?
Wala po.
No, I'm just making you smile. Althea. Alright, so Althea is actually has added a different one. And this is supposed to be my next question. So, what does it remind us of, Althea, based on the description given by your classmates? Althea? Okay, so I guess someone has to answer for us with this one. So what does it? Yeah, where's Belle?
Reminds me of the song Paru-Parong Bukid po.
Okay, so it tells us about the song Paru Parong Bukid. Okay, next would be the last picture. Go ahead and type in the description on your board. I know you have a lot to say with this one. I don't see any responses from the boys. Ivan and Miko. Huh? Alright, so what could be that in your mind? Okay, let me see your responses. Okay, I guess this first board was really taken by Yuan. A nipa hut surrounded by veggies? Oh, I'm sorry, Yuan, I'm already reading your answer. Okay, but you may finish that. Okay, I will not forget how to spell your name. You have 4 E's on your name. 5 actually. Okay, I'm gonna be locking in the answer, and I'm sure everyone also has the same thing in mind. Okay, read your answer, Aksana.
Ma'am, there's a house surrounded by vegetables, and there are so many plants.
Okay, let's see if your classmates also have the same answers to vegetables, plants, animals wandering around. Okay, so what are those animals wandering, Faith?
Ma'am, a cow and a pig.
Okay, the half body cow. I'm sorry, I have to cut it. Okay. See, thank you for that answer. A cow and a pig in the garden. Okay. All right. So, what does it remind you of this one?
Ma'am Bea po.
Ma'am
Ma'am Bea
Crystal.
po.
Okay, Bea, go ahead and answer.
It reminds me of the song Bahay Kubo.
Okay, it reminds us of the song Bahay Kubo. All right, so there you go. Well, that's the correct answer, though. Let's review the five pictures we have named. Okay, number one is
Meron Tinta.
okay.
Meron Sinta po.
Second,
Matalim ay biro.
Pero
okay. Third,
atin ko pong
Sing
atin ko
po.
pong singsing.
okay. Fourth,
Parang bubog po.
there you go. And the fifth one is
Bahay Kubo po.
okay. Thank you. So now, what are they called of? How are we going to call them all? These five?
Ma'am Bea po. Ma'am Bea po.
Okay.
Faith, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead,
Ma'am Bea
Aksana.
po.
Faith, ma'am.
Ma'am, all the picture are folk songs.
Okay, all the pictures that has been named were all folk songs. But you have to take note of this. It is not just folk song. It is called the traditional folk songs. Okay? All right. So, what do you think could be our today's topic? If we are able to name those pictures together, how are we going to have our yeah?
Ma'am Bea po.
Faith, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and call for Bea.
Ma'am, I think our today's topic could be music of the Lowlands of Luzon po.
Okay, of course, there's a question why. What made you say that we are going to have our topic about that? Music of the Lowlands of Luzon.
Ma'am, because we tackled or we answered about the um, different pictures that contain that represent folk songs, traditional folk songs, and folk songs are inside of the topic music of the Lowlands of Luzon. It's one of the topics of music of the Lowlands of Luzon po.
Okay, very good. So thank you for sharing that. So basically, there are places that has been that could be identified, which is sang in our own language. So that's why you're able to say that that music would come from Luzon. So basically from the lowlands, and that's what we're going to figure out as we move on to our lesson. Okay, so thank you so much. Anything that you would like to add? Okay, no more. All right, so let's go ahead and proceed. There you go. So music of the lowlands of Luzon. All right, let's read first. Jamaica? Jamaica, can you read?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead.
Folk songs are songs written by the folk and are sung to accompany daily activities such as farming, fishing, and cultivating sweet. These are traditionally passed on orally. Indigenous instruments were created using the materials available to where they live.
Okay, thank you. So, what it is telling us about, what Jamaica has mentioned about, are all called as something that goes on about the characteristics of the lowlands of Luzon. Okay, so in your own understanding, what does it mean by the characteristics or what she has mentioned? Can you simplify and rephrase what it meant by what Jamaica said? Anyone?
Namaksana.
Okay, Aksana, go.
Ma'am, folk songs are originating among the working people of urban and rural areas and handed down by oral tradition.
Okay, so it actually passes down from one generation to another based on their tradition. Okay, so what else? So when we say pass on orally, what does it mean by passing it on orally? Yuan, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm still
Okay, would you like to try and give us so we can understand more about that means what it means by orally?
Usually when you say it's passed on orally, it's usually done by word of mouth, meaning maybe a parent would sing it to a child, and the child over time would learn it and then pass it down through generations.
Okay, so it happens to be a practice by members of the family learning the song. Okay, so they get used to it. So they just sing it and get used to it, practice whatever celebration or occasion they just or any simple activities like what is mentioned here, farming, fishing, or even putting the baby to sleep. Okay, so I guess you already have something in mind of a song, right? Folk songs related to this. Oh yeah, we have already mentioned some. The five songs, the Leron Leron Sinta, the Paru Parong Bukid, and so on. Okay, so it was mentioned that there are also indigenous instruments used. What does it mean by that? Indigenous instruments. Okay, you see, you have already your clue there. It says whatever instruments are. Chrisbel, you'd like to say something?
Mom, I think it's the traditional instruments.
Okay, it could be yes. When you say tradition, of course, that was just a long was instruments built old instruments, right? Traditional and indigenous. That basically means whatever material is available in their surrounding, they make use of it. Examples are bamboo, leaves. Okay, so they make use of it as instrument accompaniment for those who are singing. Okay, next. Okay, this is a very this picture has a lot of message to say. What do you think could it be? Okay, so
Wait, ma'am.
Faith, go ahead.
Ma'am, I think they're doing bayanihan.
Okay, and in relation to music or singing, what can you say about it? Okay, so as part of their living, bayanihan, okay, people are they integrate, okay, the use of music by while doing activities. Okay, they hold the instrument, they sing together, and what else can what else? So on the left part, here on top, you'll see bamboo instruments. Okay, you may not be familiar with this, but soon. Okay, and this one, are you seeing my pointer? Okay, this one is called kujepi. Right, so that is a traditional instrument made of a type of a wood. Okay, and that man on the right is playing his guitar. Okay, so that describes also what kind of typical Filipino we are, because Filipino loves music. Okay, so even before. Yes, Aksana? Okay, so I guess Oksana is agreeing to me. Next. Now, can you formulate a question based on this picture?
Ma'am, Bea po.
Okay, Bea.
Ma'am, why do you why do you think those people are related to the map on the center? Yun po.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you say that again? I just had a problem with this sound.
Sige pa. My question is, why do you think those people are doing or are related to the map on the center?
Okay, so why are those people related to the map? Okay, so we have that question. Anyone? Any additional question? Yes. Thank you, Bea.
Ma'am Crisbel po.
Brisbel.
What are the activities that the ay, wait lang pa. What activities are the people doing?
Okay, what activities are the people doing? Thank you. Or why don't we ask, where are those people coming from singing their type of songs? And what could be the language they are using? Is that fine with you? Okay.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. So let's figure out then.
Yup.
Yep. All right. So what could that be? We're talking about. Okay. So this girl is pointing out on the different parts of the lowlands of Luzon here. Okay. And if you have songs that you know of coming in from these places, well, you can share that to the class. Okay, or if not, then we'll go ahead and discuss more about it. So, on this left side, folk music in the Philippines, the study of the folk songs is actually a very deep. And if you want to read more about it, there's a music supervising journal written by music teachers, and you can open it. When you open this one, this link will guide you. Okay, so anyway, we'll be focusing only on the basics of the characteristics of the lowlands of Luzon. All right, so what are those characteristics of the folk songs?
Member po.
Crisbel po.
Member
Okay,
po.
Jamaica po.
so students there, all right. So I'll be calling in one by one. If you want to answer, you are going to expand or elaborate what it means. So you just have to simplify or give examples. Okay? All right. So number one would be Bea.
Sige pa. The first characteristic of folk songs would be short and simple. I think short and simple. If I'm going to elaborate it, short and simple are the songs that can be easily recognized and like laro-laro sinta po. Madali lang po siya. It's easy to recognize and it's lively, so people are going to enjoy it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So thank you for that answer. So songs are easy to memorize because they are just short. Okay. So it's simple as that. But thank you for helping us understand more of that. Next is second.
Ma'am Crisbel po.
Okay, Chris Bell.
Sung in own dialect. I think the song is sung in our own language.
Okay, that's right. As simple as that. The third one. Okay, let me read that because this is more of a technical, has a technical explanation. So 2/4, if you're going to hear a music which is in a moderate or fast, mostly in a fast tempo, it could be in 1, 2 beats or time signature. 1, 2, 1, 2. Up and down. You may use your finger or your hand. You may wave up and wave down. So that's 2/4 time signature. Okay, example is the Leron Leron Sinta. So let me go ahead and sing and do the 2/4 time conducting. Leron Leron. You begin downbeat. Leron Leron Sinta. Okay, so it's up down up down up down. That's 2/4, and the 3/4 is up. You go side and then you go down. One, two, three. One, two, three. Can you think of a folk song with that kind of the time signature? Is there any song that makes you think of a 3/4 time
Ma'am,
signature?
Bea po.
Ma'am Crisbel po. Ma'am Aksana
Ma'am
po.
Bea po.
Okay, so why don't you give us an example, Aksana?
Ma'am, ma'am ano po, atin ko pong sinising.
Okay, so let's see if you're correct. Atin ko pong sing sing. Okay, so you begin with the downbeat. Atin ko pong sing sing. Okay, so that's correct. What about the 4/4 time signature?
Ma'am Aksana po. Ma'am Crisbel po.
Okay, Chris Bell.
Ma'am doon po sa amin.
Okay, so how are you going to conduct it if you're going to point direction? Chris Bell. How are you going to conduct that 4/4 time signature by using direction? So you go up, you go down. What's next? You go to the both sides, right and left. Okay, so that's how you do it. So up, down, right, and left. Okay, so how I wish I could see you doing that with me. Okay, so I hope you get that. Next is learn through rote. So it's a repetition. Okay, it means repeating. And unknown composers and lyricists. What does it mean by that?
Ma'am Crisbel po.
Okay.
Ma'am Aksana.
Any other hand? Why don't we give others a chance? Okay, see? All right, so let's go. Aksana then. Aksana, what were you thinking about? Unknown composers. Go.
Ma'am unknown composers and lyricists. Uh, we all know that that there is no. Ma'am wait lang po.
Okay, that's fine. Take your time, no problem. Okay, you are already there. No, there's no. What is that? No name. Okay, or unknown. Nobody knows who wrote the song. Okay, so
Anonymously po.
anonymous. It's anonymous. Okay, next is begins and ends on the same key. So this is based on the theory. If you know how to play instrument, any one of you who knows how to play, I'm sure you one knows how. And I know
I do.
yeah. Okay, and Jamaica, I know she is already in the process of playing guitar as well. Uh, there's no secret, Jamaica, I know. And okay, so okay, so it begins and ends on the same key. Example, key of C. So the notes were do, mi, and sol. So from the beginning of the composition, it may start on the do and ends on the sol or ends on the mi. So either way, it could be inverted. Can you get me? All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So next is mood can be playful, humorous, and sentimental. Anyone?
You and ma'am.
Okay, you won.
Oftentimes the moods on these songs are very lighthearted and humorous.
Okay. Can you think of songs? Example of songs.
Laran Sinta.
Okay. So Leron Sinta. What type of music is that? How will you describe that type of song? What is the mood?
Humorous?
Okay. Humorous, either humorous or playful. Well, it depends on the content of the song or the message it conveys. Next is originally passed down orally to the family and to the other members of the community. I guess it's very basic. Okay. And the last one. Okay, next one is music. Concept is based on people, nature, work activities, tradition, and culture. Okay, who can answer this one? Who can elaborate this one? Hmm. All right. Okay, no one would like.
Ma'am Chris Badet po.
Fake, ma'am.
Okay, let's give the Faith a chance. Go.
Ma'am, some songs are originally based on daily activities or festivities, I guess.
Okay, sure. No, so it could be based on festivities. It's also some type of occasion where people could make or write their composition. So can we give examples? For example, we actually have one already from the pictures that I showed
Ma'am
you.
Bea po. Ma'am Chris po.
Ma'am Bea
Okay,
po.
Bea.
Ma'am sino pa?
Bea, go ahead, Bea.
Ma'am Magsanay may bibiro po.
Oh, there you go. It's one type of activity. Okay, what else? Okay, what about nature? Nature.
Ang bahay kubo. Ang bahay kubo po.
Sure, or a tradition also. What about the Paru-Parong Bukid? How are you going to label that?
Based
Paru-Parong.
on people.
Paru-Parong
Based on
Bukid.
people po. Based on people.
Okay, why people? When we say Paru-Parong Bukid.
Ma'am, listen people.
Okay, so it could be people, but more of the nature, right?
Nature.
Okay, yes, nature. All right, next. All right, so let's review all the characteristics of the folk songs. Can you give them all? Would like to give them all?
Bea po.
Chris
Ma'am
Badet.
Bea po.
Okay. I guess we have boys here too, right? Ivan, are you there? Okay. I'm sure Ivan can also join us. Or what about Dylan? You just have to read all the characteristics. Dylan is with us?
The characteristics of folk songs are short and simple, sung in own dialect, either in 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, time signature, learned through rote, unknown composers and lyricists, begins and ends on the same key. Mood can be playful, humorous, and sentimental. Originally passed down orally to the family and to the other members of the community. Music concept is based on people, nature, work, activities, tradition, and culture.
Okay, thank you. So how many were given? How many characteristics were given?
Ma'am 9 po.
Nine po.
Okay, so those were just 9, but there are more to be added if we're going to again study music. Okay, so again, this we are pertaining to the characteristics of the folk songs, traditional folk songs. Okay, moving on. All right, so we have mentioned on the second characteristics about the dialects. So which that means what people speak, what kind of language is people Filipinos speak. Can you read this one with the red? Okay, Aksana.
The national language of the Philippines, Filipino, according to the 1987 Constitution, as mandated particularly by Article 14.
Okay, so when was it mandated? It is mandated on the
Article 14.
okay Article
particularly by
14, 1987 Constitution. Okay, so what are those languages that is pertaining to? Okay, there we go. So we have languages like number one. We can all say together Bicol. You can also
Bicol,
read in your mind Cebuano, Hiligaynon.
Hiligaynon,
Yes.
Ilocano, Kapampangan, Pangasinan,
Na
Tagalog,
waray.
Oh, and
Tagalog,
Waray. Okay, so we
Yay.
have, let's count them again 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, so we have eight major languages from the Philippines. Okay, so let's make this more exciting. Okay, you can see arrows here. Okay, pointing to Tagalog, Pangasinan, Kapampangan, and Ilocano. What we'll do is first use our flag, blue flag, to point where Tagalog language can be found. Okay, so why don't you use your pointer, your flag, and move them all into a place where Tagalog is spoken. There you go. Move it up. Move it very quick. Okay, in 3, in 2, and 1. All right, there you go. So there you'll find what is the color? What is the legend? Okay, it's actually in color peach. I'm not sure if that's right. Okay, very good, everyone. Next, let's move on to the second, and let's use that purple. Okay, purple legend. Going on to Pangasinan. Where can you find Pangasinan? There you go. Move it, move it, move it. Move it, move it, move it. Here, one more is left. Where are you going? Move it to the right direction. Okay, one more pointer is not moving. There you go. And Pangasinan is in red color. Okay. The other one, what happened to this one? Okay. Whose legend is this? This one pointing out to Mindoro. Come on. Go to Pangasinan. Travel by bus. Okay, there you go. So I guess we have two wanderers. Okay. Only one now. Very good. Next. Let's go to Pampanga where people speak Kapampangan. Use the circles, the icons. Drag it where they should be. There you go. Moving on to the right places. Okay, let's see. Who is lost? Who is lost? All right, there you go. Okay. Let's see from everyone's answer. Okay, so some were lost. One, how many were lost? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now last is Ilocos. Use your blue flags. Go to Ilocos. Okay, so how do you like to travel? You can also use your mic if you want to talk with me. Okay, Ilocos can be found on where is it close? There you go. All right. The other one is, okay, so many icons were still on the, it's still misplaced. Okay. All right, so there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4 flags were correct. Okay, I'm gonna be locking in now. No more answering. Okay, so there you go. We have those 4 languages that we pointed out. What is that? One is the Tagalog. People who speaks Tagalog. The other one who speaks from Pangasinan. How are we going to call the dialect of the Pangasinan of the people who speak?
Pangasinan naman po. Pangasinan.
Okay, it's Pangasinense, right? Okay, the people of Pampanga speaks
Kapampangan po.
Kapampangan.
and the people of Ilocos.
Ilocano.
Ilocano.
Okay,
Ilocano.
Okay, would you like to add another region in the Philippines or provinces and their dialect? Would you like to add more?
Bicol po, ma'am.
Okay, so when you say Bicol, they speak.
Bicolano.
Oh, they're the people who's called Bicolano.
Bicolano.
Okay. From Cebu, well then, they be speaking Cebuano.
Cebuano.
Okay. And
Cebuano.
Hiligaynon. Okay, I'm not sure of the Hiligaynon. I guess we have to do our research with this. But if someone knows the answer, anyone? Okay, that's some homework to do. Okay, anyway, notice the four arrows pointing to Tagalog, Pangasinan, Kapampangan, and Ilocano. We are going to focus on this one, wherein we could give some more examples of songs. Okay, one is in Tagalog.
Tagalog po.
Okay. Anyone? Jamaica. Jamaica. All right. So, what are the songs in that we can speak in Tagalog dialect?
Ma'am, magkita niya may biro. Bakit info? Sitsiritsik. Leron tugan sinta at pagpapansin.
Okay. Do you know all of these songs? Jamaica?
Ma'am,
Okay. So, can you give us a short line? Anyone? Anything from these 5 songs?
meron po.
Okay, go ahead.
Pagpambuti natin pagkat sa gitna ng dagat. Ma'am, di ko na alam yun.
Okay, that's fine. No. All right, you really have a very good voice. I like that. Oh, a clap for Jamaica. Come on. Ah, there. I can hear and I can see who's not clapping. I have my eyes at your back. Okay. Next is Kapangpangan. What are the songs in Kapangpangan? Give some. Okay. All right. Aksana, give examples.
Ma'am, Faith po. At atin ko pong singsing, araw at timiyas na nitang balaga, at si Rosie.
Rose, I thought you're going to Aching. Okay, so why don't you give a short line if you know any of those songs?
Wala po.
Okay, none.
Atin ko pong singing.
Okay. Anyone who knows any of those songs? Who can sing us a line?
Ma'am Faith.
Okay, Faith, go ahead.
Ma'am Faith. Ating ko po sinising, may tumayak pilipukan, ama na kaiti, kung inyong ibatan, sa kami sino, kung may tumakapan, may malaya iti, eko malaya,
Okay, a hand for Faith. Okay, so when did you start learning that song, Faith?
Mama, I need to learn it from school.
Okay, what grade were you? So I guess you have learned that from your. So I guess you have learned that from your music teacher, right? When you were in your elementary days. Okay. She must be good. Next is Pangasinense. Althea, are you
Althea po.
here? Okay, can I try Althea
Althea
if she's
po.
still here with us? Althea. Althea is still here? Okay. She's quiet, so I guess maybe she has problem with her mic. Okay, Bea, go ahead.
Pangasinense, Intermedios, Nianak po.
And Niana. So, yeah, it's a Christmas song. And next is Ilocano.
Ma'am, Aksana po.
Okay, Aksana.
Pamulinawin, Manang Vidal, atin ko pusisi, iayati may sanga ulo.
Okay, any songs you know of among the four?
Nan po.
None. Okay, that was your answer a while ago and still. But anyway, that's fine. No problem. Anyone? Jamaica, do you know any of those songs?
Opo, ma'am.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you know. Can you give us a line? What song is that?
Ma'am, pamulinawan po.
Okay, go.
Pamulinawan, usok indegama, toyo masalu, agrayo sadya. Ma'am, I think you can translate it to Tagalog or English.
You have a translation in Tagalog? What is that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I do it in Tagalog then.
Wag na magtampo, ito'y biro lang, hindi na uuwi, palalik sa hirap, pamilya.
Yay! Oh, thank you so much, Jamaica. All right, so I guess everyone also have learned something today. It's like in Tagalog, nanunuyo, right? Ayan. So, a boy na nanunuyo sa isang dalaga. Wow, that song actually has a very good meaning. Next. Okay, so now there we have four dialects with different songs in it. Okay. Here. All right. Okay, moving on. Name other traditional folk songs in some parts of the lowlands of Luzon. Okay, so I guess what you have to write down is something that was not mentioned. If we miss something, then you can go ahead and write them down so the others would know. Oh, I didn't know that that song is also coming from the Philippines. Okay, let's see. So again, other traditional folk songs. So we're talking of a song and not of the place. Name other traditional folk songs. Okay, let's see if we have answers. Okay, Bea says, Doon po sa amin. Alright, that's right. We have that song and, okay, both of you answered the same. And that goes to, okay, that answer goes to Aksana, from Aksana. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much. And we're gonna find more about how that song is like when we hear it later on our activity. Okay, so now, are the musical characteristics clear and understood? Why don't you give your thumbs up or thumbs down if there's something that's not clear to you? Can you be honest with your answer? Drag your answers down with the icon, blue icon. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it's clear to everyone about the musical characteristics. Okay, thank you so much. Well, that makes me happy then that the lesson was clear about the musical characteristics. Okay, so now let's have another breaking game. Will you agree with this one, anyone? Aksana? Aksana? Okay. All right, can you read that last statement? Okay, so now we have completed all the answers. Let's go ahead and submit if all of them are correct or if we have missed one. All right, so are you ready? Okay, let's submit. Okay. Very good. All answers were correct. Okay, hand of applause for everyone. So we're going to be playing that again next time. Okay, so for our next challenge. Okay, so let's proceed with our activity number 4, and that is to challenge us by saying it. And with this activity, we are going to meet that third objective, if you could remember, to sing a folk song from the Lowlands of Luzon. Okay, so I'm sure you already know this song. But first, read. Let's all read. Let me just call someone to read the song. Um, okay, Dailan. Dailan, can you read the song for everyone?
Apa.
I'll go.
Leron sinta, punong ng papaya, dalay-dalay buslo, sisindan ng bunga. Pagdating sa dulo, nabali ang sanga, kapos kapalaran, humanap ng iba.
Okay. All right. So thank you for singing that. When I just said to recite, but you did you did a better one. You sang it for us. Okay. So what is the meaning of or message of the song? What is the message of the song? Aksana.
Ma'am, he or she is harvest.
What is it?
Ma'am, he or she is harvest.
Okay, harvesting. Okay, is that the message? Is that only the message behind the song?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, Crisbel po.
Okay, I think the song is telling us something about.
faith, ma'am.
Crisbel po.
Okay, faith.
Ma'am, I think the song tells us that if you fail, do not be afraid to try and try again.
Okay, so never quit, right? Faith? Okay, don't be scared to make another try. Chris Bell, what about you?
Ma'am, it tells us the story of a couple walking on a papaya.
Okay, so but basically about the message, Leron sinta, dalay buslo, pagdating sa dulo, nabali. Kapus kapalaran, humanap ng iba. Okay? Anyone? Yuan, what about you, Yuan?
They already said what I was thinking.
What is that?
They already said what was in my head.
Okay, the same
Their
answer then. Okay, the same answer then. All right, so well then, whatever it is, it's actually our own perception of what the message could be behind that song. All right, so it was written. So this is actually a composition already written down, but before we don't have any songs in record of this. But since people is actually on the stage of learning on how to write notes. So there we go. We already have one written for Leron Leron Sinta, and this was written by or arranged by what is the name? As you can see on that right part, Roger Sams. Okay, yes. Philippines is shared by Leo Batislaong from the Barotac Nuevo, Iloilo, Philippines, Austin, Texas, 2019. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna play this song, Leron Leron Sinta, and others can sing this as well. So let's imagine we're doing this video key. Okay. And of course, we have to skip this part. Alright, let's sing together. The Leron Leron Sinta. Okay, you may sing there, huh? At your own home. Leron Sinta,
Bubong nagpapala, halagang ulan ang pinag pagdating sa lugaw. Bakit
Okay, thank you for those who joined us in singing. What is the concept of that song? When you say concept, how is it written? Is it joyful, playful, or humorous, or what type of song is that? Okay, it's a playful song. All right. Okay, next. So, the question is, did the song Leron Leron Sinta meet the musical characteristics? Let's answer that. I think this time it is very easy to answer now. Okay, so everyone answered agree. Okay, so yes, it did. And if it did, what musical characteristics can you give? So why don't you write your answer on the board? We have 9 musical characteristics, and which of those you think should be written? Something that describes the Leron Leron Sinta. Okay, so let's see your answers. Okay, thank you for writing it down. We have, okay, answers from, all right, the mood is playful, unknown composers, short and simple from Jamaica. Very good. Okay, now you can recognize if the song you're singing or you heard is a traditional folk song. Simple and easy to memorize. All right, now let's move on. Okay, this is an activity about the elements of music. Now remember the elements that we have reviewed earlier. We are going to apply that element to the folk songs or songs that we are going to watch and listen. Okay, so we have 3 songs to listen to, and this will actually meet our which objectives are we going to meet by doing this so? Okay, anyone? If you could remember, which of the 3 specific objectives are we going to meet in doing this activity? Okay, no one. So it's basically to analyze the elements of music. So, all right. So we have to listen to the song, and then right after we will fill in the correct elements found in music. Say the tempo, the melody, dynamics, rhythm, the timbre, and the texture. Okay. So each of those elements has descriptions. So you just have to choose which one is best for each song. Okay, first song is Magtanim Ay Di Biro. Okay, let's watch and answer on your virtual board. So as you hear the music play, you can start answering your virtual board and fill it in inside the chart. Okay, let me play the song. So right after this will be the next 2.
magtanim ay bibiro, maghapong nakayuko, di naman makatayo, di naman makaupo. Braso ko'y namamanhid, baywang ko'y nangangawit, binti ko'y namilintig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Sa umaga pagising, ang lahat iisipin, kung saan may patanim, may masarap na pagkain. Braso ko'y namamanhid, baywang ko'y nangangawit, binti ko'y nangilintig sa pagkababad sa tubig. Halina, halina mga kaliyag, tayo'y magsipag natunat, magpanibago tayo ng lakas, para sa araw ng bukas, para sa araw ng bukas.
Okay, next song. Let's move on to the next song. Find the right tempo, the melody, dynamics, rhythm meter, timbre, and texture, okay? The next song is Doon Po Sa Amin.
Doon po sa amin, bayan ng San Roque, may nagkatuwaan, apat na pulubi, nagsayawang inay, umawit ang ibig, nanood ang bulag, nakinig ang bingin. Doon po sa amin, bayan ng Malabon, may isang matandang nagsaing ng apoy. Palayok ay papel, papel pati puntong, tubig na ang iginagato.
Okay, so I'm gonna move ahead on the next slide. Okay, the third song is Manang Biday. Okay, so what about this song? Again, think of what exact elements is being described on each song. Okay, there you go. So were you able to answer all those? All right, so I guess we have to go back. All right. What are your answers? Okay. So I'm gonna show all your answers first. For magtanim ay di biro. Tempo is moderate, low, moderately loud. Okay. Answer coming in. No name, Aksana. Fast, melody slow, moderately loud, rhythm is 2/4. Okay, that's right. Timbre is thick, texture is light. Fast. Okay, everyone says it is fast. Okay, the melody is low, moderate to soft, 2/4, thin and light. Okay, so let's see the answer for this one. Okay, everybody, you can go ahead and check your answers. But so here I'm showing all the answers. The tempo is of Magtanim ay Di Biro, it's fast. The melody is low. Dynamics is moderately loud. Rhythm is 2/4. Timbre is thick and texture is light. Okay, so if you get it all correct, then you'll have 6 points. All right, the next one is doon po sa amin. Anyone? What are the answers for this?
Ma'am Crystal.
Okay, Chris Bell.
Ma'am, the tempo is slow, the melody is slow, the dynamics is moderately loud, the rhythm is in 4/4, the timbre is thick, and the texture is heavy.
Okay, thank you. And the last one, Manang Biday.
Ma'am Bea po. Bea po.
Okay, Bea.
The tempo is moderate, the melody is slow, the dynamics is moderately loud, the rhythm is 3/4, the timbre is thin, and the texture is light.
Okay, so I guess you would know which of those is wrong with your answers. So, but if you're correct, all in all, we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, and 18. Okay, all in all, you have 18 points for this part. Okay, so now we have analyzed the element. Next, did you find this lesson interesting and challenging? Okay, so we all did the discussion and the activities. How do you find the lesson? Let's see how you're gonna move your icon. Okay, it's just right. All right, just right because it's interesting and challenging. Okay, I have more other questions in the next part. So, but knowing that you find it interesting and challenging is, I'm already happy with it. Okay, who says it's too hard? Okay, what happened to that? You ran away. Who's that? Okay, now is the last. This is the last activity that we're going to do, and we are going to meet our what is that? Objective. One of the objectives that we have is to sing a song. So, and to apply this one, we have to compose a lyrics with a verse and chorus using the song Magtanim ay Di Biro as its tune. Write your song on your virtual clipboard. Okay, so as I say, talk more about what you have to do. You can start typing in. Think of the song titled COVID-19. Okay, with the tune Magtanim ay Di Biro. So how are you going to write your words with verse and chorus regarding the COVID-19 situation here happening in the Philippines or in your own barangay? Okay. Okay, I know you can relate to this COVID-19 health crisis, what it did to us, and yeah,
Excuse po.
yes,
Ma'am,
go
hindi
ahead.
po may attach po ang aking kanta sa board po. Kakasahin ko na lang po.
Okay, so remind me of that. Okay, okay. All right, so many of you have started answering. Okay, I'll give you enough time to type in your answer. Okay, so for everybody's information, all of the activities that we did or you did were all recorded. Okay, I can always check on that any time of the day, and I will see also those who got or who gave the best answers. So I have something to review on. Okay, so we have 6 songs already typed in. Okay, it's okay if you don't finish your song. A verse and a chorus will do. Who'd like to begin as would like to start? You can start singing your song if you don't want to read it. So again, the tune is Magtanim Ay Di Biro. Who would like to start? Anyone? Okay, this one. Please do write your name. There's Aguy, 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 Aguy. Chris Bell,
Pa,
are you ready to sing?
sige po, ma'am.
Okay, go.
Bagong sakit na tuklasan, libo-libo'y nahawakan, pananatili sa bahay, ang tinong-dalasan. Frontliners naghihirap, huwag na nating dagdagan, pakikinig sa batas, ang ating paraan. COVID ay hindi biro, huwag na matigas ang ulo, upang makaiwas dito, maging malinis tayo.
Okay, yay! All right, a clap for Crystal. All right, so she's telling us something of what we needed to do to avoid COVID-19. This, according to her, this is a serious thing and don't be too hard-headed. Okay, next is, why don't you share your song to us, Aksana?
Sige po, ma'am. Wait lang.
Okay. Mm.
Malubhang sakit mo tagpuan, magiging sanhi na yung pagkamatay. Kaya ikaw ay mag-ingat at sundin ang mga protocol. COVID-19 nga lang ito at ito'y hindi biro. Frontliners nakaagapay sa pagsuko nitong sakit. Kung ayaw mong mahawa, magsuot lagi ng face mask. Social distancing palagi. Ito'y panatilihin natin. Manatili sa bahay, laging maghugas ng kamay. Huwag ka nang pasaway upang makaiwas sa sakit.
Okay, a hand for Roxana. Thank you so much. Okay, so what's the line? Can you pick up a line that you want us to remember from the whole song? Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Kung ayaw mong mahawa, magsuot lagi ng face mask. Social distancing palagi, ito'y panatilihin mo.
Okay, that's something for us to to remember. Okay, wearing a face mask first, face mask and social distancing. Next, who else would like to
Ma'am
say? Bea.
Sige. Tayong lahat ay mag-ingat sa pandemya na ito. Gumamit ng alcohol kung wala'y sanitizer. Pagkamit ng face mask ay ating ugaliin. Kaligtasan natin nasa bawat isa din. Huwag ka na lang gumala, tumigil ka sa iyong bahay para di makasada. Nakasip na hindi, huwag ka na makulit at ikaw ay makinig para kang makaiwas sa sakit na lupa. Okay na po.
Okay, thank you, Bea. Hand for Bea, please. I want to hear your claps. Okay, very good, everyone. So, Bea, a line that you want, any lines you want, you want to leave for us?
Sige po. Gumamit po ng alcohol kung wala po sanitizer. Gumamit po ng face mask or paggamit po ng face mask ay ating ugaliin. Huwag na lang pong gumala, tumigil po sa bahay.
Okay, so that's quite long. Thank you so much. Next. Okay. What is this? Agoy agoy. Oh my. Okay. Ang koronay. All right. Who's that? Let's see. Althea, your song, please. Sing it for us. Althea.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead. Why
Ito
don't
po.
you sing it?
Ang korona'y bibiro, dapat agapan ito. Mag-face mask at mag-face shield para maiwasan to. Sa bahay natitili, mag-sanitize palagi. Tama na munang gala, baka mahuli ng pulis. COVID, COVID, subayan mo kami. Ang Pilipinas maging COVID-free. Buong puso tayong manalangin para bumalik na sa normal ang lahat.
Okay, that's quite good. Thank you, Althea. Did you clap for Althea? Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pick something here from your song. Okay. Tama na munang gala. Baka mahuli ng pulis. Okay. So stay home, stay free. Okay. Next is whose song is this? Okay. You just have to sing it for us. That one typing in. Okay. Anyone? Who owns this song? Isang metro, wag kalimutan. Who owns that song? I already
Sa
locked
akin
in.
po,
Okay, who's that? Colleen.
Ma'am Gwen.
Okay, Gwen, Colleen.
Ma'am, sa akin po.
Okay, go ahead. Can you sing a
Kakantahin.
short line? Yes.
COVID-19 ay di biro, isang metro, huwag kalimutan. Hugasan ang kamay at manatili sa bahay ng alcohol para safe ka lagi.
Okay, Gwen, good. That's quite good. I'm just confused. Are you singing it or are you doing it in rap style? Okay, so I'm just kidding. All right, so the others were not able to type in their songs. Anyone who'd like to sing it orally before we end this activity part?
Ma'am, akin po.
Okay, Jamaica and Faith. Just short lines, okay? Go ahead. Jamaica.
Ako lang. COVID-19 makakamali, kaya lahat ay mag-ingat. Social distancing ay gawin, sumunod sa tagubilin. Unboxing, doing habits, wear face mask, proceeding. O15, vitamin, COVID-19 ay di pagkakit.
Okay, good. Next is Faith.
COVID ay hindi biro, pag-iingat labang dito, kalinis ay kailangan para maiwasan to. Kaligtasan ka natin, pag-aasal ay tuloy, face ay suotin para isakas COVID-19.
Okay, thank you so much. All right, so I guess we all did. You all did your best in writing a song. Now you are all classified composers. Why don't you give yourselves a hand or a clap? Okay, good job, everyone. Classified singers, classified composers. So you can be a musician. You are a certified musician for me. Okay. Did you enjoy this part?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, po.
Okay, good. So since everyone did a good job, I'll give you all 5 points, all five for. That means you are outstanding on the part of writing your words or lyrics, for being creative. All your messages is relevant to the theme. You all did well with the singing, and yeah, you got all 20 points from me for those who sang and who made part of this activity. Okay, next. Okay, so for this topic, music of the Lowlands of Luzon, what was easy about the lesson? Can you answer this? 3 questions. So, for the first one, what? Okay.
Bea po.
Again, my question is, what was easy about the lesson? So the first one to answer is Bea.
Ma'am, the easy part, for today was when we are guessing those musical symbols po.
Okay, so for her, the easiest part is the musical symbols. Okay, let me hear answer for this question. What was interesting and challenging about the lesson?
Ma'am
And this was
Christine.
actually given already, but I'd like to hear it again. Oksana.
Ma'am, sino po?
Oksana, go ahead.
Ma'am, the interesting and challenging about this lesson is the part when we have to compose a song about COVID-19 and sing it.
Okay, and also since you can also relate to the situation, that's why it made easier for you to compose a song. And same goes to everyone, I believe, right? Okay, so next, thank you, Oksana. Why don't you answer the third one? Is there a hard part on the lesson that we discussed? What was too hard about the lesson?
Ma'am, ma'am, nan.
Okay.
Ano po?
So when you say none, I guess everything has been understood very well. And thank you if that is so. All right. See. Is it working? All right. So now this is the best part. We're almost done with the lesson. However, I guess we're not. Just in case we're not complete, for today's class. Let's pretend your absent was today. Your friend was absent from the class today. What would you say if you had to explain the lesson to your friend? Okay, so can you think of something
Ma'am
on
Bea
how
po.
to summarize?
Ma'am Bea po.
Ma'am Chrisbel po.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and choose Crisbel first.
Ma'am, I will tell my friend that the music of the Lowlands of Luzon has a great value in our country, and that in composing a song, symbols and notes are important, and that the folk songs are sung in different languages.
Okay. Well, you have a lot of things to say for your classmate then. And that means that you were really all ears and all eyes on your teacher for the lesson. Okay, next,
Bea po.
Bea.
If my friend was absent from class today, I would say that folk song, one of our topics, which one of the yes, what one of our topic, which is folk songs, and which are folk songs, and folk songs are written by the folk and is passed by mouth to mouth, and it's company the activities, and another is in writing folk songs is short and simple, sound and dialect, and yun po.
Okay, thank you, Bea. So you have countless information to share to your friend. And any additional one more? Okay, this time. Okay. Asana, go ahead.
If my friend was absent today, I would say that at the first part, we've tackled about the musical symbols, and it is important to in composing the song so we could easily understand. And we also tackled about the music of the Lowland of Luzon, and it has a folk song, and folk song is A song written by the poet and a song to accompany daily activities. One of the characteristics of the poems is short and simple. Lampu.
Okay, thank you so much, Aksana. You've said so much about our today's topic, and I'm so happy to hear them all from you. Okay, anything that you'd like to add? Okay, for everyone, any questions that you'd like to ask? Bea, you have something to say?
Wala po.
Okay, Nan, do you have something to say? Okay, she's quiet now. All right, so today's topic is actually a representation of what kind of Filipino we are based on our musical characteristics. So since we are all music loving people, then we'll see that on how the songs were composed. So many songs that was written anonymously and songs that still has been we've been singing from now. So that's how we love traditional Filipino folk songs. All right, so that ends our lesson. And would you be taking up our online class again next time? Anyone?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so did you enjoy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, yes, ma'am. Those
Yes,
are very
ma'am.
quick to answer. So, if I am going to rate you, I'll give you all a perfect 10 for the attendance, and for the participation, I'd like you to rate yourself. How well did you perform? Why don't you write your name and the score on top? Okay? 10 being the highest. Okay, so how I know for sure you know how well you did for today's class, and then if not so good, then what are you going to do next time for our next session? Okay, all right. So let's have some sharing of scores. Okay, Jamaica, she's rating herself. This is an honest scoring for yourself, right? 6, Aksana 7. Okay, no, 7, Faith, Criswell 8. Okay, you're all good to be true. And I have no objection with that. But if I'm going to give you, I will give you all an 8 and a 9. No grade lower than 7. Okay, so that goes for everyone. A high score for everyone. Okay, so give yours all. Give everyone a clap. Okay, for all the good job for doing good jobs on the activities. Okay, I'm gonna be seeing you again soon on our next session. Okay, so that ends, and thank you so much. Your assignment or homework is okay. Attach your insights into our classroomgoogle.com. Answer and complete the phrase. What is that? I have learned that and I realized that. Okay, so again, complete the phrase. I have learned the beginning statement. I have learned that and I realized that. Okay, so see you everyone. Thank you, and I hope you all have a good day ahead. All right, thank you, and that ends for our topic. See you.